this video, we will learn how to integrate the Auth0 WordPress plugin into a WordPress application in order to simplify and enhance the identity management and security of our application. The plugin will replace our default login page with Auth0's universal login page, offering single sign-on with over 30 social connections, enterprise connections such as SAML, Active Directory, Google Apps, passwordless email and SMS, multi-factor authentication, brute force protection and breached password detection, and many more features available out of the box and configurable via our extensibility options such as rules and hooks. The plugin is open source and available on GitHub. This is useful for when you want to read the codebase, browse through open issues, and pull requests, or to keep up with the latest changes in each release. There are two ways to install the plugin. You can install it automatically by going to your WordPress admin site's plugin section and search for the Auth0 plugin there. You may also install it manually by downloading the plugin from the WordPress directory and upload it to your WordPress server. We'll install the plugin in this video automatically from our WordPress admin page. You will need to log into your WordPress application's admin page. Now, in order to install the Auth0 plugin, we'll head over to the plugins page and search for Auth0. Then click Install Now, and after that, we'll want to make sure to click Activate. There are a few different ways to set up the plugin. The standard way will simply create an application in Auth0 and associate a database connection to it in Auth0. The user migration method should be used if you have an existing user store in WordPress and would like to migrate those users to Auth0. The manual installation method can also be used if you have an existing database/application setup in your Auth0 tenant and would like to connect them to your WordPress application rather than creating new ones. We'll choose a standard account. We'll now enter our Auth0 domain here. If you don't have one, you will first need to create an Auth0 tenant by going to auth0.com and clicking Sign Up. The domain is usually the tenant name.region.auth0.com. The region can either be AU, EU. If you created a US tenant, you will not need to specify a region. I have already created a tenant in US region, so I'll enter my domain here. Now head over to Auth0 Dashboard, APIs, Auth0 Management API, and get a temporary management API v2 token. This JOT access token here has more than enough scopes granted. All right, so we'll go ahead and hit continue. Then we'll click next. All right, so if we want to migrate our WordPress user over to Auth0, in here we can type in the desired password that we want to use for Auth0. I'm just going to go ahead and skip this step for now. Now we'll head to the Auth0 dashboard and set up a Google social connection. It's important to get your own social provider's dev keys for production site, but for testing, we'll use the default Auth0 keys. Notice that after the plugin has finished the setup, it created an application type regular web application along with the database connection that is enabled for this application. If you choose to install with user migration, the custom database and migration options would be enabled for this connection, and the get user and login script would be filled out for you with the scripts to authenticate users in your WordPress database in order to migrate them over to Auth0. Now we'll click on login to prompt that login widget, and we'll notice that we have both the login and the sign up available, and we'll have that Google social login which we set up prior, as well as that username and password section which is available right underneath it. I'll go ahead and enter in an appropriate password, and then I'll go ahead and click on sign up, which will then pull me into my application. Now, if I wanted to do an email verification before being able to actually access, I could set that up in the settings for the WordPress plugin for Auth0. So you can access that by going into your WordPress admin and then clicking into the settings section of the Auth0 plugin. You now have successfully integrated Auth0 into your WordPress application. Auth0 has included great resources to help debug your application. The WordPress troubleshooting page includes some of the most common issues, details on how to troubleshoot them. You can also access the plugin's error logs and tenant logs which can come in handy when facing issues with user logins. If you're not having any luck, you can reach out to Auth0 support by going to support.auth0.com and either ask in community or open a support ticket with us. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.